Hey guys, welcome to the Real Deal Unmasked. So today we're going to be talking about jealousy in a relationship. So what do you think? Tell me the definition of jealousy in the relationship.
Oh, that's a good one. Alexa, what is jealousy?
According to Wikipedia, jealousy generally refers to the thoughts or feelings of insecurity, fear, and concern over a relative lack of possessions or safety. Jealousy can consist of one or more emotions such as anger, resentment, inadequacy, helplessness, or disgust.
Wow.
That's good.
That's powerful. So when we talk about jealousy, what comes to mind when you talk about jealousy? I mean, what comes to your mind?
Well, I can speak on my past experience. When you were jealous, it made me, it's like you don't trust me. It was not a good feeling. It made me feel that nothing that I do goes without you looking, trying to figure out my next move. Made me feel like you just don't trust me. I felt smothered. How do you feel?
It's some of the same things. I mean, you feel untrusted. You don't want to be in a relationship where there's no trust. Trust is one of the pillars of your relationship. It's one of the main things that help to form the foundation of your relationship. And when you allow jealousy to come in, you don't allow that trust to build. And if you're with someone and you're not trusting them, then the door is open for all kind of things, all kind of thoughts, all kind of actions, and it also creates hostility within the relationship because both people are now, feeling hostile. Because if I'm the jealous person and I'm being jealous toward you, then I'm making you uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
And if you're doing your best to be straight up and committed to the relationship, and I'm being jealous toward you, I'm making you not only afraid of family, but I'm also making you angry because now you feel as if I'm questioning your character.
Yeah.
So your character is questioned, and if you weren't doing anything, it sort of puts something in your mind to say, well,
I might as well do it anyhow.
Exactly, which isn't the right thing to do, but as humans, it creates all kinds of things.
Yeah.
So it's something that you definitely want to work on. It's something that you definitely want to have conversations about. Yeah. You want to be able to be in a relationship where you can have conversations to say, I am uncomfortable in the way that you're treating me or you're handling me as if I'm doing this, or the way that you treat me or the way that you talk to me. It makes me feel
nasty.
I'm not a part of the relationship.
Yeah.
You can't have a happy, fulfilling relationship if you can't trust someone.
Definitely not.
And a lot of this jealousy stems from, it can stem from a lot of things. It could stem from what?
So I would say low self-esteem, not knowing who you are, and now trying to live your life through this individual can definitely make you jealous, especially if that individual is not sensitive and it can totally mess you up.
Help me understand what you're saying. So you're saying that you could be in a relationship where you were chasing someone that's very beautiful or very handsome, and because you feel as if you're not the best looking one or the good looking one in the relationship, and the fact that you're in a relationship with somebody and that they chose you, and they have several different options now because they chose you, and you know that they're beautiful, you become jealous because you're trying to figure out if we
could last.
Right.
If we could last, if one day they can wake up and catch their senses and be like, wow, look what I settled for. So even though the person may really do love you, because you have such low self-esteem, you're making up things in your mind. Everything is a question.
or wonder if they
Makes
really
sense.
with me. Wonder if they
Yeah.
want me because I have
Some money or something.
or because of the gifts that I buy them, or
Yeah.
maybe they with their ex-boyfriend because he's better looking than me. He has more money, or she's better looking. She has more money. That's a serious thing.
Yeah.
That's a serious
You'd be
thing.
surprised to know who goes through it.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's what I mean, basically. So you're making up stories over and over, and you know what? Hey, the person may have been a godsend, but if you don't know who you are, it's not gonna sit well. You will automatically be jealous of that individual.
So it's important to know who you are when you're in a relationship. It's important to know that who you're with, that the fact that they chose to be with you, you have to work through every situation. And you have to work on some things in your mind. You have to work on your self-esteem, work on you, improve you. If you're uncomfortable, if you put on a few pounds like me,
and me,
then I mean, you had kids, I had any kids. Then work on yourself. I mean, work on, go work out, change your eating habits.
Fix yourself up.
You're with someone and you say, this person is so educated, I'm wondering if they're going to leave me for someone that's more. Go and do some studying, improve yourself.
Absolutely.
So it's about working on each other, working on yourself, and always improving so that, both of you can ensure that you have you're growing together in your relationship while you're in your relationship. So that helps. That can help you to deal with your self-esteem issues.
This one I wanted to touch. This is a must touch. Our second point with jealousy in relationship is, oh my goodness, big egos. I've never seen so much big egos in this day and age.
Listen,
it's ridiculous.
But the thing about that is, not only men have big egos nowadays, we have women with big egos.
I totally agree.
So it's more about who they are, fulfilling their dream, as opposed to fulfilling the dream of both parties in a relationship. So you have some people whose egos are so big until once you're connected to them, you have to do what they say.
Oh my goodness.
And do what they do. In a relationship, it's about two individuals coming together to form one. It's not about you doing what I say and you being a slave to me in a relationship.
Lord over.
That's a part of your ego. You have to put your ego aside when you're working on a relationship. The most important thing that you have to understand is your relationship is greater than an individual.
Wow.
It's built on two people.
That's really good.
Your relationship consists of two people. Those two people form one unit. But one person doesn't get to dictate to the next person. So it doesn't make a difference how much money you make. It doesn't make a difference that I'm the man of the house. My wife has to cook and clean once I say. She has to do whatever I say. It doesn't supposed to work that way. The Bible says your wife's supposed to be your helpmeet.
Wow.
At the end of the day, everything rides and falls on leadership, but everything rides and falls on good leadership. And good leadership understands that I don't always have all the right answers. I don't always make the right decisions. So it's important that I lean on the person that I'm in a relationship with, put my ego aside and learn from them. Learn from one another. Put your ego aside. So a lot of times people display jealousy because they're so fixated on what they want to happen. If someone is not doing what they say, then they get upset. They show levels of jealousy toward them.
Wow.
And then they want to, instead of working together, you form a level of separation because you now start to compete. What if I'm the man and my wife is working a job and she's making more money than me? That's a level of jealousy that some people have in their relationship. I'm now jealous because she's making more money. I'm jealous because her career is advancing faster than mine. So we now develop a level of competition within our relationship. Competing is good to a certain extent.
Yeah.
But when it's to the point where you're now not working together, where because someone is doing something different from you, you're looking to now get at them, or you're looking to attack them, then you have to be careful. You're damaging your own relationship.
Wow.
A house divided against itself cannot stand.
Wow.
So you have to put all egos aside and work on each other, work on improving each other, work on working through some of the challenges that you may have. And our third point in being in a jealous relationship is
insecurity.
Insecurity.
Oh wow,
and insecurity. Wow, that's a serious one. Because insecurity could come from a past relationship.
Oh yeah.
It could come from where you were in a relationship with someone before and they may have stepped out on you. So now you think that all men cheat. You think that all women cheat.
Mm-hmm.
So now that you're in a relationship with someone, you never resolved those issues from the past. You brought it into this relationship. Now you're holding your new spouse, captive. You're holding them, they're suspect.
Yeah.
Everything that they do now, you're suspecting that they're cheating. Every move they make, because you were in a relationship in the past and they may have cheated, you're now suspecting this person and you're treating them differently. And what does that do? It causes them to what? Shut down, right?
Shut down. Or like we said earlier, you say in your mind, I'm not doing nothing. And you're treating me as if I'm doing something.
Right.
So guess what? Let me go do something. No, it's not right.
Right.
But you're human.
These are things that come across your
This
mind.
is what happens.
Yes.
You know, so it's really important. And you said you spoke on past relationships.
Right.
We could talk about in a relationship.
That's true.
Where your spouse, let's use that for an example.
Right.
When you stepped out on me.
Okay.
In the back of my mind, I can keep on thinking that he's going to do it again. You know, you have little triggers come across over you, and you end up having panic attacks, thinking that if something that you did wrong may cause you to go out and cheat on me again.
Right.
So all of that makes you uncomfortable and insecure.
Right.
Because you end up thinking that it happened before, it can happen again. So you can always be on edge. So not just past relationship.
Right.
If you're in a relationship right now, and you know your partner starts showing signs
Right.
of the things that he or she did prior,
Right.
it starts all over again. So that will
Wow.
definitely make you jealous of what's going on, and it definitely will make you question every minute, why are you putting on that cologne? Or is that matching underwear you're wearing?
Wow.
You know, you get
true.
some fellas who will watch you get ready. Yes, you told them you're going to a girl's outing, but they'll watch you get ready and ask, so why are you matching with your bra and your your panties?
Wow.
It's like, didn't you want this for me to wear? So they can trip it over that. I remember there was a time when you got ready, we were going through, and you got ready, and I said, so why are you putting on your Rolex? Why are you putting on your Jordans? So why you putting on a cologne? And I was tripped out because I was jealous based on what you have done before.
Wow.
You know, so it's very important that you trust each other.
Right.
You know, that you would not bring up the past,
Right.
and you move forward. Just like you say, move forward on
Right.
it.
And then you got to work on those things that you may be doing to help to contribute toward the person feeling
Definitely.
jealous. If you're always on your phone and you're on your phone with someone that your spouse is uncomfortable with, you can't continue to be having those conversations on WhatsApp or
That is a good
on
one.
social media with people that your spouse is uncomfortable with, that they may have caught you in a situation or some conversations that may have went too far. You can't continue those conversations and expect your spouse not to be jealous.
Wow.
You can't do things and then expect people not to react to what you do.
And we need to understand that this thing called jealousy is big. It's big.
And it's dangerous
Wow.
because it can go from one level to the next.
And we'll be discussing. We're going to be discussing how dangerous jealousy can be.
Right. So we hope that you like our video.
We hope also that something was said that made sense to you guys.
So please, if you're in a relationship and it's to the point where it's getting abusive verbally and physically because of jealousy, we urge you to please seek help, seek counseling, bring in a third party, and if that does not work, please contact the authorities, work on it, and please pay attention to the signs.
Yes.
Because jealousy could be a very dangerous thing. It can cost you your life.
Oh.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
Thank you for watching our videos.
We're really so grateful.
And look out for our other videos on jealousy.
Thank you.
God bless.